What's my name? Say my name, bitch!
I guess we're standing again. I just finished my stream, so if you haven't already joined one, you should come and check that out. My links are down below for my Twitch and my other YouTube channel where I live stream on both of those at the same time. Also, I have a Patreon that has more content on there that you haven't seen if you haven't joined.
Look at my doll's hair! Why did you cut her hair? I didn't cut it! He cut it! Is this true?
Yeah, well, she asked me. She asked me to give it a haircut.
Today, I'm going to be reacting to movie lines that were improvised.
In A Knight's Tale, Alan Tudyk landed the role of Watt by improvising the entrails line during his audition. The director loved it so much, he cast Tudyk just to keep that line in the film.
And I will f*** you until your insides are out. Your outsides are in. Your entrails will become your extrails.
Oh my, so descriptive. Well, that's really cool. Did he say the director? He hired him just so he could keep that line because he liked it so much? I mean, some people might have just hired someone else and then rewrote the script and left it in there. So that's really nice. Even if you say you can't do that, people do stuff like that all the time. So that's cool that he got the job over a line that he was like, you know what, that's perfect. I don't even have to see anything else.
In Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Jack Sparrow's line about using human hair wasn't in the script. Johnny Depp improvised the last part, catching his co-stars off guard.
What did he use for rope?
Human hair from my back.
You can spot Orlando Bloom trying not to laugh, and Kevin McNally actually chuckling in the final cut.
Maybe it was supposed to just end? What did he use for rope? It's like, mystery. It just ends there?
In Ghostbusters, the maid's angry reaction wasn't scripted. She was genuinely yelling at the crew after being startled by a much bigger explosion than expected.
The hell are you doing?
Aww.
In Apollo 13, when Jack Swigert mentions he forgot to file his taxes before launch, Clint Howard, playing a mission control tech, says,
"That's no joke. They'll jump on him."
it was a nod to his own real-life IRS issues and got kept in the final cut. In American Pie, Allison Hannigan's line when she climbs on top of Jim wasn't in the script. It was something she tried on the last take, and it was so funny they decided to keep it in the final cut.
What's my name? Say my name, bitch!
Would have been so convinced that was part of the character. Oh, someone totally wrote that. That's why it's funny, because she's like the band geek, right? Isn't she? Or this is the band geek? And then she's wild like that in bed? I thought that was the point. Maybe she is, but they didn't have that line. But that line is what sells it. That's so good.
In Knives Out, during the chaotic scene where the Thromby family erupts at Marta, Jaden Martell improvised the now iconic line.
With my grandpa, you dirty anchor baby!
It was almost lost in the noise, but Michael Shannon caught it and told Ryan Johnson, who liked it so much he reshot the line in close-up to make sure it made the final cut.
With my grandpa, you dirty anchor baby!
Come on, squeal! Squeal!
What?
The famous squeal like a pig line from Deliverance wasn't in the novel or original script. It was ad-libbed by the actors as a way to make the scene disturbing without using explicit language, and the director decided to keep it.
So in liking something that was improv so much, but they didn't quite catch it, they just heard it, were you shooting the whole scene just for you, so the camera can be on you, so the mic can be on you? What a flattering thing to happen in a room full of people, especially him being kind of a younger actor. That's cool that happened. Sometimes things, movies take liberties all the time, leave a lot of stuff out, unfortunately. You can't have as much detail in movies because it's very expensive, and it takes 17 hours to get through a book, whereas a movie needs to be only 3, so it's hard to squeeze in a lot of information. Some of them don't care and they do it willingly. But it's cool that whenever they do add stuff, because maybe you don't get all of the gruesome details that you did in that scene in the book of narration that you can't do in the movie, it's really cool when it pays off. Like, hey, that wasn't in there, but another way to bring the scene to life is, well, I got really deep into the character and I thought that this is something kind of a little twisted and uncomfortable to do. Yeah, a little sick. So good job.
In Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, Michael Palin made up the moose line on the spot. It didn't make sense in the scene, but it was so funny they kept it anyway.
I didn't eat the moose.
In Men in Black 2, Will Smith improvised the line after Agent K asks if the car's autopilot comes standard. The unexpected joke was so sharp and funny, they decided to keep it in the final cut.
Does that come standard? Actually, it came with a black dude, but he kept getting pulled over.
In Hobbs and Shaw,
Oh, that was so good. It was so smooth. Actually, it came with, well, you heard what he said. It was so good. Such a smooth delivery. Love it when people don't laugh at their own jokes. Not to say he would have, but even if he like cracked a small smile, like, ah, I think I'm funny, it kind of would have ruined the scene. So it was cool how quick he came up with it.
in Hobbs and Shaw, Idris Elba's villain was originally meant to call himself the Black James Bond. But since Elba had real hopes of playing Bond one day, he refused. Instead, he improvised the line.
Look at me. I'm Black Superman.
That's interesting. He thought maybe it would be disrespectful or kind of ruin it if he actually tried to do an audition for that. It's like, it's gonna look a little grabby if it comes up so early. I would like to approach it a different way and this part not really be out there, I suppose.
In
That
Inception,
works.
the Dream Bigger Darling line wasn't originally written with the word darling. Tom Hardy added it while filming, and director Christopher Nolan liked the touch so much, he kept it in the final cut.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the awkward exchange where Quill tells Nebula he never noticed how black her eyes were was improvised by Chris Pratt. James Gunn then came up with Nebula's cold reply.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
Pratt followed with another improvised line.
He picked a pretty set.
Ah, that's so good. If the whole thing was back and forth, it would have been gold. But understandable that she had to kind of have her line written back, because what do you even say? I don't think most people would know. Like, wow, I've never noticed how black and nice your eyes are. I mean, maybe a normal person could think of how they would respond, but she's thinking as a character, having that thrown at her. So good. He's very funny. He seems naturally funny.
In Deja Vu, during a scene where the time machine powers up, Adam Goldberg ad-libbed the line.
I need more cowbell.
The improv was so fitting they kept it in, and it ended up being one of the most talked about moments in the film.
I need more cowbell.
Wait. Oh, I believe I might be so dumb or silly. That makes me think of an SNL skit about this song. It just sounds so specific. I need more cowbell. Are any of these things referencing something that I don't get? Cowbell? Wait. No. Stop talking. That's not related.
Several of Tuco's lines in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly were ad-libbed by Eli Wallach. One of the most iconic came during the bathtub scene, where he shoots an assassin mid-monologue and says,
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Edie McClurg improvised the line about Ferris in a thick Chicago accent. It suited her character so well that the filmmakers decided to keep it in the movie.
Sportos, motorheads, geeks, slut, they think he's a righteous dude.
In Johnny English Strikes
Oh,
Again,
okay.
there's a moment when Volta unloads his gun on Johnny, who's protected by a suit of knight armor. After Volta used up all his bullets and threw the gun, Rowan Atkinson came up with a funny line on the spot.
Don't worry, he's only got 6 bullets in that thing. And of course the thing itself.
That one's good. That one's fun.
In Jaws, the famous boat line wasn't in the script. Roy Scheider came up with it on the spot. Even the book's author and the screenwriter later said they wished they had written it themselves.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Wow, that's so cool. The author and, what did he say? The writer, director of the actual movie. 2 people, 2 important, relevant people before him said, wow, I wish I came up with it. Everyone adding really important parts to a great story. That's cool. But yeah, that's it. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. I would love to see you at one of my streams. Come say hi. Don't have to, of course, but I stream on Twitch and YouTube. Good chance I'm streaming right now. I stream while I post videos sometimes. So, yep. Come check it out. And my Patreon down below. Thank you. Bye.